Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling all across the Lone Star State, going to great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for a new elevated Sichuan restaurant and bar in San Antonio.
A little bit of spice, but a whole lot of flavor.
That's delicious.
It's amazing.
Wow.
Plus, we're going inside the newest location of San Antonio's most popular wing spot.
Chicken wings, boneless, bone-in, chicken and waffles, cheesesteaks. That is delicious.
Oh, yeah.
And we're cruising to Corpus for some classic comfort seafood dishes.
I can go out and eat with Paul. We're just going to go out here and just destroy plates together.
I mean, I've got kids. I'm sorry.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. Our first stop on today's foodie adventure is in the Alamo City.
Now we're here in San Antonio, Texas, to go inside of a restaurant that's become a San Antonio classic. Let's go inside Wayne's Wings. Joining me now is the owner out here at Wayne's Wings Swing. Krause, thank you so much for joining us, man, having us out here.
Thank you for coming. It's my pleasure.
But talk to me about how you started and where you're at. Like, what was that journey like getting to this point?
You know, it's been a long journey, but a fun one, you know. This is what I love to do, cook and serve people. And, you know, the community loves it, and it's just comes from hard work, you know.
Yeah. Now, I want to start with the wings because that's why people come out here.
So this right here is called the KK wing. What we do, we take hot sauce, you know, we add some jalapenos, some cayenne pepper, try to spice it up even more.
The KK wing.
The KK.
It's spicy, all right?
It's actually named after my niece, KK.
There you go.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's the bite right here. Woo. Okay, KK. Dwayne started this food concept out of a food truck in 2010. Now it's a super popular chicken wing restaurant, 2 locations in San Antonio, a 3rd one on the way. And you know, it's just delicious stuff, and that's why people keep coming back.
You know, we take a lot of pride in our wings from when we purchase them all the way to when they're done and dressed. Starting out, like, our wings are all natural, no added hormones, range-free birds, jumbo. We marinate them for 24 hours in our own marinade, batter them up with some flour, fry them after that to a good crisp. We don't just take and put them in a bowl and toss them around and throw the seasoning or the sauce on there. We actually take and dress each wing individually.
The bone-in wings are phenomenal. I mean, you can see people keep coming in. It's popping out here, man. But I want to do
Thanks for coming.
a quick little look at these boneless wings.
Again, on our boneless wings, we start with chicken breast. We take and cut them up, marinate them as well for 24 hours, and then we bread them with the flour, fry them. Now this seasoning here is our Rodney's Ranch.
So I'm gonna go in, I wanna try this guy right here.
Cheers, thank you.
Go for it. Oh, wow. Now, we tried a couple different boneless, a couple different bone-in, wet sauces, dry sauces. You can get sweet, you can get savory, you can get spicy. There's so many options, something for everyone. That is so good. I love that. And look at the chicken, I mean, super tender. Flavor that you have to try when you come out here to Wayne's Wings is their funnel cake wings. It's their traditional country fried chicken wing, and on the outside, powdered sugar, cinnamon, all the flavors you expect from a funnel cake on the outside of a chicken wing. That's the bite. This is so fun.
So the Philly cheesesteak sandwich is something that I had to put on my menu. I'm from New Jersey / Philadelphia, but I really missed an original Philly cheesesteak sandwich. We use real sliced steak, ribeye steak. You know, we toast our roll all on the grill, not in a toaster. This is all on the grill like it's supposed to be done.
Cheese on there. We got extra cheese added on top. Can we feeling extra cheesy today? The cheesesteak out here at Wayne's Wings. That's the bite. Oh, man. that just tastes like a traditional, delicious Philly cheesesteak. It's got the peppers, the onions, the mushrooms, some of the white cheese on top of it as well, yellow cheese as well on there, the toasted bun on the outside, the sliced ribeye meat. I mean, it's delicious, it's fun, and there's a lot of it. It's a big sandwich. Give me some love. Woo! That's as good as the first time I ever tried it. Man, that's good. Nice and crunchy on the outside, gooey on the inside. All the veggies are cooked perfectly. The meat is really nice and seasoned as well. You can see like individually seasoned everything, so there's a lot of love. Did you go for a second bite? You went for a second bite, didn't you? This is amazing. I love what you're doing out here. You guys, if you're looking for chicken wings, boneless, bone-in, chicken and waffles, cheesesteaks, I mean, all kinds of seasonings and dressings on the wings too. Wayne's Wings is their second location here out Bandera. I mean, great job, man. I'm so proud of you. You guys are doing big things, and I know that this is only the beginning still for you. You got a lot of big things coming ahead of you.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, San Antonio original, just killing the game. I'm gonna keep eating the sandwich.
Go for it.
Today on A Taste of Texas with Shiner Bock Beer, we're at Krause's Cafe in New Braunfels to try their new Reuben burger that they just added on the menu. Their house-made corned beef gets stacked on top of rye bread with sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, and your choice of 1 or 2 beef patties. I went for 2. Look how big this thing is. Then you get that Russian dressing on there. Absolutely insane. You guys, if you're looking for the next burger experience, look how gooey this is. This is the one to try. Wash it all down with an ice-cold Shiner right off the draft. Try some of their pretzels, Krause Cafe. This is where it's at New Braunfels. Get off the river and go enjoy yourself out there. There is so much room outside, inside. Just go relax and grab one of these insane burgers.
Now, we're driving north for a popular burger joint in the live music capital of the world.
Now we're here in Austin, Texas to go inside of a burger spot that's fairly new, but they're making a lot of noise. Let's go inside Jew Boy Burgers. Joining me now is Mo Piddle. He is the owner out here at Jew Boy Burgers. Thank you so much for having us out here.
My pleasure, man.
And in front of us, it's a little bit of everything off your menu. Yeah. But first, I gotta know, where did the name come from?
All right, so there's a couple ways to look at it. I am from El Paso, Texas. I grew up in a traditional Reformed Jewish household, but I grew up with, primarily Hispanic friends. Back in the 80s, we used to throw around the term homeboy a lot, I'm just a wannabe cholo, so my take, always have been, so my take on the term homeboy is Jew boy, And
Yeah. Now, this is a double Jew Boy Burger.
So we start on a very, very hot flat top. We take grilled onions and they go down first. We take fresh ground beef. It's a 1/3 pound of freshly ground beef. And then it's a smash burger. So once it's been smashed, those onions grill up. We flip it one time only. Put 2 slices of cheese on it and then steam it. And then at that point, once that meat is nice and steamed down and the cheese is melty, then it sits on the potato roll. If you keep that bun nice and soft, it's gonna take all that moisture and keep it in as well. So again, the goal here is to keep these things from being dry.
Here we go, here's the bite. There's no elbow. It is really, it's over the top. The cheese is melted perfectly. The soft buns work. It's kind of exactly what you want a burger to be. Jew Boy Burgers opened up in September of 2020, so they're a fairly new restaurant here in Austin, but they're one of the most popular spots to get a burger in the city. Talk to me about what's going on in this burger.
So you got pastrami, you got bacon, you got Swiss cheese on this burger. Goyim is Yiddish for a non-Jewish person, hence the bacon on there. Pickles and mustard because you want some acidity in there.
There's the bite. You get those deli vibes coming off the pastrami. The bacon has a great crunch to it. This is great. If you're looking for something wild, this is more on like the sandwich. It's a burger, but it's going towards the sandwich realm as well. I love this. This is fun. That is great.
In the beginning, it was a debate between Jew Boy burgers and Jew Boy burritos.
Really?
Dude,
okay.
I can eat anything on a tortilla. I make peanut butter and jelly on a tortilla. So this particular one's carne asada. It's marinated ribeye. We let it cook down. You got the onions poblanos. We're making a house guac now, sour cream, and I like white cheddar in there.
Check that out. I'm going for it. We're doing it. That's the bite. Oh, wow. Burgers is in the name of the restaurant, but you gotta try the burritos when you come out here. The carne asada burrito is super tender meat on the inside, crispy tortillas on the outside, a little bit of guacamole, onions on there as well, a little bit of cheese, but you dunk it in that house-made green salsa, it's game over. It's so good.
I know you call this Jew Boy Burgers, but if you ever open up Jew Boy Burritos, I'm down, brother.
This is good.
I have the logo. This is a traditional coney, so it's going to be chili, cheese, mustard, and red onion. Now this is what I call the mutt. When I was a kid, go up to 7-Eleven, buy comic books, right? You could get a hot dog for 50 cents, but you had to pay extra for the chili and the cheese. What we would do is wait for the guy to turn his head and get distracted. You do a pump of the chili and a pump of the nacho cheese, and then run out of there. I tuck the comic books under my hat, you know, I have to ride my bike with the one hot dog.
I could just see it happening.
I could probably put down like 3 or 4 of these. That's good.
You guys got to come out here from the Austin area. You're looking for a place to grab a burger, a burrito, a hot dog, some latkes, whatever you want to get your hands on, some beer, some sodas. This is the spot to come to. Gorgeous outdoor seating as well, indoor. I mean, you guys, it is chilly in here. It is nice. Come in here during the summer to cool down. Mo keeps it cold. I'm going to eat this latke now. Look at that.
You need,
Loaded! I'll dip it.
It's Austin, you have to dip. We dip everything here.
That is so good.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we're checking out a popular seafood boil spot in the Alamo City.
Don't mind me, I'm gonna finish this whole drink. Wow, that's refreshing.
And next on the show, we're checking out a new elevated Sichuan restaurant and bar in San Antonio.
A little bit of spice, but a whole lot of flavor.
That's delicious.
It's amazing.
Wow.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in San Antonio, Texas to go inside of a new restaurant that's fusing Sichuan cuisine with elevated presentations. Let's go inside Dashi Sichuan Kitchen and Bar. Joining me now is Christina Zhao. Thank you so much for having us out here. Right in front of us, a bunch of delicious food, some of the hottest items on the menu. But I have to know, what is Dashi?
So Dashi means Grandmaster, and Dashi is a sister restaurant to our current restaurant, Sichuan House, and we're just diving deeper into the Sichuan culinary repertoire here.
Sichuan House is such a popular restaurant in San Antonio. When you think of Chinese food, when you think of Sichuan, like the real stuff, that's where you want to go. That's where you recommend people to go to. So I have to know, right here, right off the top, this is a lobster dish unlike anything I've ever seen before. I love what's going on here. Talk to me about how this is prepared.
This is a fresh live lobster that we have for you. It's going to be lightly battered in potato starch, and it's deep fried and sauteed with the spices and herbs from the Sichuan region.
And just off the top, it looks a little spicy, but I'm okay with that. All right, this is the lobster. Here's the bite.
Give me some love. Give me some love. That's delicious.
It's amazing.
Wow. The lobster dish out here at Dashi starts with a live lobster. It's poached lightly, and then they add that texture on the outside. So you're getting a lot of nice crunch, plus you're getting that tender lobster on the inside. Then there's lots of seasoning on there as well. A little bit of spice, but a whole lot of flavor. The steamed bao buns are made from scratch out here at Dashi, and they're loaded with pork on the inside. I mean, they're like soft little pillowy clouds that are full of flavor on there, and you can eat like 5 of them, not even know what happened, but they're really good. These are made in-house though, is that correct?
They are. They're going to be the baozi, steamed buns, and they are filled with pork belly.
Now you're gonna grab one with me here? You wanna try one?
Sure.
Cheers.
There you go.
All right, made in-house, here's the bite. The pork on the inside, nice and savory. I mean, great seasoning on there, nice flavor as well. But the outside, the bao bun, I mean, that just is like a dream. Mm-hmm. Now you have some strange items on the menu for people that aren't familiar with traditional Sichuan cuisine, especially if they've never taken a deep dive into it, right? And you actually have 2 items that somebody here at the restaurant was actually like, I don't really go that far into it, but I want to know
Sure.
more about this. These are like pickled, different kinds of pig, right?
So these are our stewed pig ears, and then this is the stewed pig tongue. It's been stewed in a blend of herbs and spices, but then we also, it's almost like an Asian seasoning, a dressing of hot oil, ginger, garlic, cilantro, scallions, and a little bit of sesame seeds.
This one is the ear.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. That's so good.
Yeah.
I
Got a
love
little
the texture on there. Yes.
Got a little crunch to it.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try the tongue here. Is it a similar texture?
No.
Different texture.
Different texture.
Here we go. That's the tongue.
It's one of my favorite items, actually.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love that. On the menu, there's two dishes that are called the spicy listener and the spicy talker. And what they are is the pig ear and the pig tongue, and they're pickled, and they have a lot of nice oil and seasoning on the outside of them. You mix it up with the sesame seeds, the cilantro that come with it as well. It is a great bite, and they have fun textures as well.
Those are going to be the spicy cumin lamb chops. So we have a dish at Sichuan House called spicy cumin lamb, and this is just the elevated version of that. Lamb lollipop.
I like it. Here's the bite. Wow. Nice and tender. I took a big old bite. This is how we're doing it. You probably don't want to just pick it up with your fingers, but that's what
You
I'm doing.
can. However,
Yeah.
we don't judge you here.
Good. Absolutely delicious. And you would eat them like a lollipop. I would actually go down to the bone like an animal right now and then eat the rest of them. The lamb lollipops are deep fried, and let me tell you, that locks in all that moisture, all that flavor on the inside, so when you take that bite, the meat falls right off the bone. They're absolutely delicious. Dashi offers an elevated bar program that incorporates the ingredients from the kitchen into the bar. So some of the cocktails are going to have some of the similar ingredients and flavors that you're going to like in your favorite dishes out here, and all of them are fantastic, and I highly recommend trying the ube cocktail. It's absolutely delicious. Christina, thank you so much for having us out here. You guys, Dashi is a brand new restaurant in San Antonio. Their flavors are going to welcome you in, and you're going to feel like home. It's going to feel like family when you're in here. The bar is very welcoming as well. Craft cocktails, all different kinds of things. I mean, they're bringing in new stuff I've never even heard of, and the flavors out here are unparalleled. Great stuff out here. Grab your cocktail right in front of you. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Dashi, this is it, man.
And next on the show, we're cruising to Corpus for some classic comfort seafood dishes.
I can go out and eat with Paul. We're just going to go out here and just destroy plates
I
together.
mean, I've got kids. I'm sorry.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Now we're here at the Jordan Ford dealership, and joining us today, General Manager Casey Ogletree. Thank you so much for having us.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Happy 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
And you know, you guys have some great summer deals happening right now, just in time for 4th of July, right?
We do. It's never been a better time to buy an F-150, I'll tell you that. We have a slew of them. We got 270 in stock, and you can have $8,500 off any XLT that we got. You don't want to miss this.
Of course not. I mean, XLTs, they got a lot of features on the inside. They're gorgeous. And you guys know that if you're going to save $8,500 on a vehicle, you want it to be one of these F-150s. And of course, to get more information on all the deals that you got out here at Jordan Ford, just go to their website, jordanford.com. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Corpus Christi, Texas to go inside of a spot that's serving up all kinds of fresh seafood. Let's go inside Saltwater Grill. Joining us now is Paul Hatridge. He's the owner out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us out here.
Great to have you.
I mean, we're in Corpus. You got to have the seafood when you're out here, and you have a wonderful display of all different kinds of seafood goodness. You got Gulf shrimp, and you got some oysters right here. We're just going in on it. You peel them, shrimp. That's what it says on the menu. We're just going in on it. I like your style, Paul. You started after me, and you ate before me. I like what's going on. That's the bite. Little, you
We're
peel them
professionals
shrimp.
around here.
Oh, scoop them up. That's good.
I absolutely love oysters. A lot of the horseradish.
Yeah.
Cocktail sauce on top as well.
Now, some people like to slurp those out of the shell. Obviously, you do.
Are you a fork guy?
I'm a little more civilized, I think.
I'm getting outclassed here by Paul.
Sorry about that.
Only animals slurp them off the shell, okay? Cheers to you.
There you go.
The shrimp and oysters, a great way to start your meal out here at Saltwater Grill. The shrimp are ready to eat. You've got to peel them yourself, but they're already deveined, ready to rock and roll, and those oysters are absolutely delicious, especially with their house-made cocktail sauce and some horseradish. Talk to me about what's going on with this dish.
Yeah, it's a 6-ounce sesame tuna coated with black and white sesame seeds.
Nice.
Quick sear in the pan with some sesame oil. Hit it with some fresh lemon at the end. Throw it on the cutting board, slice it up, and you're done.
That's all you need, baby.
Yeah,
that sounds good. All right, we're gonna go for it.
Yeah, a little double dip.
Cheers,
ready?
sir. Cheers.
Tuna.
The seared sesame ahi tuna, a very traditional appetizer that you can get. They're doing it right out here. And that aioli on the side mixed up with some of that ponzu sauce is money. It's so clean, it's so simple, and the sesame flavor is very prevalent. I would eat that whole thing. You have the scallops on top, you got the shrimp on there. How popular is this pasta dish?
It's really our best-selling pasta. It's very rich, tomatoey, a little bit on the spicy side. We call it our Cajun seafood pasta. The shrimp and scallops are lightly dusted and seared off on a hot sear on the flat grill, and it's just creamy and delicious.
I love this place. You know what I'm about to say.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
You guys took the tails off the shrimp before you threw it in the pasta.
You can't get your fingers all in the pasta, man.
Right.
Do it just like that.
Wow. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
My goodness. The scallop shrimp Cajun pasta out here is so good. The blackened scallops and shrimp are great textures. They remove the tails for you on the shrimp. I can't tell you how important that is. This is a great dish. That's such a mouth food right there.
Very popular.
Ooh. This one right here, this is your special?
That is a fresh piece of red snapper that's lightly blackened, thrown on the flat top and seared. We have a cream sauce. It's got a little Dijon in it, shrimp and crab. We call it pontchartrain. I think you probably heard that.
Yeah.
But that's our version of it. It's fantastic. We have customers that request this, even if it's not on the feature board, and we're happy to do it for them. So I'm going to get a little shrimp to go with mine. I'm not messing around.
There you go.
There it is. Cheers.
There you go. Cheers. But let me tell you, the red snapper dish that they have featured here, absolutely delicious. The sauce that they have on there, the little veggies, the shrimp on top, a really nice dish. That sauce is next. I would drink that. Give me that instead of this beer and it's down. I'm putting it down, baby. This is good food. This is a mahi-mahi, which is a nice vehicle for all different kinds of seasonings and sauces. What are you guys doing with it here?
Yeah, a little bit different. This is something that we sort of created, and it's a mainstay on our menu. Got a little French and a little Gulf of Mexico combination, south of the border, if you will. It's got our hollandaise sauce, pico de gallo, fresh avocado. A lot going on in this dish. Fresh garlic, shallots, got a little Tabasco in there, so it's going to kick it up a notch.
Comes with a little bit of bright hollandaise sauce that they're making here in-house and some pico de gallo. And that on top is colorful, it's fun, it's bright, and the acidity matching with that sauce, it just makes for the ultimate bite. You've completely transformed mahi-mahi here. Saltwater Grill. This is a really fun place to come out here in Corpus. All the food is delicious, and what a fun spot. You can bring the whole family. You got beer on tap, man. You just come out here and enjoy yourself. Grab that beer right there for me, Paul. Thank you so much for having us out here. We're gonna be here a while, baby. I'm gonna eat that whole pasta. Oh, we're drinking it. Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats, we'll be right back after the break. Make Circle K your destination this 4th of July for all the snacks and drinks that you need to celebrate right. They got chips, sodas, water, beer, and they also have different kinds of snacks available in here as well. Plus, you know, they got Polar Pops and so much more.
Plus, when you're at Circle K, you can grab a Polar Pop, a Froster, or an iced coffee, one a day for only $9.99 a month. It is a fantastic deal.
Stop into Circle K, grab all the items you need for 4th of July, including ice cream, ice, beer, all the snacks. And if you need to get it delivered, you can go through the Favor app and get everything delivered straight to your house. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in San Antonio, Texas to go inside of a spot that's serving up all kinds of seafood, fried and boiled goodness. Let's go inside Red Hook Seafood. Joining me now is manager out here, Ace Castellanos. Thank you so much for having us out here at Red Hook. And everything looks fun, it looks colorful, and this boil looks delicious.
I can't, you know, sometimes it gets just flabbergasted people when it comes out.
Flabbergasted, I like that word. How long has the restaurant been around?
Restaurant's been open since November 2019. We do have 2 other locations. The brand new one is about to open up in Live Oak in the first week of August, I believe it is.
You got the sweet stuff that you gotta leave room for, but I wanna talk about the boil, because there's all kinds of crabby, shrimpy, seafood boil goodness happening inside here. I see potatoes, got some corn in there, got some eggs. You know, is this like a family-sized platter, or is this like for one person? What's
well, it
going
just
on?
depends on how hungry you are, really. I mean, myself, I could probably take this down on my own, but there's also crawfish, there's head-on shrimp, there's black and green mussels, there's sausage in there. It's gorgeous.
All different kinds of sauces. You just dipped it in something. What'd you just dip it in?
That's the garlic butter that we have here.
Okay, so garlic butter. What else do you got?
Oh, we have the barbecue sauce, tartar sauce, obviously ketchup, our Creole sauce. We have a cocktail sauce and ranch as well.
And you guys are making all this in-house?
Well, this is all we're here.
All right, king crab, you got the lobster. Cheers to you.
Salud.
I'm gonna put it in some of that butter too.
There we go.
Oh, look at the butter. That's the bite right there.
Oh man. This isn't even fair. Give it another. That's right.
Ooh.
Not even fair.
There's all different kinds of seafood boil options that you can choose from. You can get the corn, the eggs on there. You can also get crawfish, shrimp. They have lobster tails, which is really cool. King crab legs, Dungeness snow crab. You can build it however you want it. Oh my goodness, you know what? This is just tasty.
Wow.
I mean, even this, you have some snow crab, Dungeness crab on the menu as well. Crawfish on the bottom. Crawfish is so popular as well.
Yeah,
Look at these guys. That's a monster.
Yeah, these guys are really popular right here.
Look at him. I mean, good sized crawfish. And we're actually at the tail end of crawfish season, right?
That is correct.
No pun intended. But this is still a place where you can come to and get them. And you can get a really nice boil mixture out here. And I love that. The mussels as well. Now, when it comes out to your table, this is a fun presentation. It's actually going to come out like this.
Exactly, right over here.
Oh.
There we go. Steve hits the table, and you get that wow factor.
That smelled really good too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, talk to me about what's on that platter.
Well, we got our Alaskan cod, we got our catfish, we got our calamari, we have our hush puppies, we have frickles, which are fried pickles, obviously. Some people don't know. We have our onion rings, and of course we have mozzarella sticks, chicken fingers for the kids, French fries, Cajun fries, sweet potato fries. We've got it covered.
Because even at a seafood place, my son's gonna want the chicken and French fries. Yeah, because that's what kids want. So they got it on the menu as well. This one right here is a po' boy sandwich, and you got some like sausage on there as well, right? What's going on with that one?
This is the first time we're actually revealing it here on Texas Eats. This is called the Krabby Daddy, and it's and it's made with fried shrimp. It's spiced sausage and fried pickles. With Creole sauce and the secret ingredient, we like to use the barbecue sauce. I highly recommend using that.
So the barbecue goes with it?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
And the lettuce and tomato, of course.
The po' boy sandwich, that's the bite. More elbow. Woo. It has a little bit of lettuce, tomatoes, the shrimp on there. I mean, the bread is nice as well, but it's all about that sauce. And Ace, you got right here, you got some cocktails.
Oh yeah.
So talk to me about these different cocktails. You have like a craft cocktail bar here.
Well, here's the thing is that I have a background in craft cocktails, but you know, this is not exactly the craft cocktail type of space. So, but I'd like to take some of those aspects and bring them in. If you're gonna have these delicious dinners,
right,
you might as well have the cocktails to go with them.
Which one is this?
This one is called Unleash the Kraken. Okay.
But what is it though?
It's basically a paloma with a twist. We add elderflower liqueur. We do add a little bit of chamoy,
and obviously topped with grapefruit soda and our signature chamoy stick.
All right, so don't mind me. I'm gonna finish this whole drink.
Well,
That's refreshing.
Yeah.
That's good.
If you're looking for a seafood spot here in San Antonio, Red Hook Seafood is one of the top spots you can visit. Plus, there's a new location coming out soon in Live Oak. The cocktails are great. Seafood boils are really fun. Lots of space to come out here. Outdoor dining as well. Craft cocktails behind the bar that are just like really tasty. I mean, this one, I'm putting it down, y'all. Thank you so much for having us out here. Appreciate your time, brother.
we love having
Red
you
Hook
here.
Seafood.
We'll see you soon.
And next on the show, we're cruising to Georgetown for a taste of Latin fusion.
This is also a crazy dish that you have on the menu, nachos, but this isn't your regular nachos.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Georgetown, Texas to go inside of a spot that's serving up all different kinds of Latin cuisine with a fun and unique presentation. Let's go inside Fuego Latino. Joining me now is executive chef and owner Jorge Alcocer. Thank you so much for joining us today and for bringing out all this delicious food. Everything looks so colorful. What got you into cooking? What got you started?
Well, I started to cook since I was 19, and basically since then, I have fallen in love, with the food, and basically it is my passion.
Now, talk to me about this first dish right here.
Yes, it is an entree, and basically what we have is, our pan-seared scallops, and then what we do, we deglaze it with lemon juice, a little bit of lime juice, and then we have a relish of corn, asparagus. Also, we're using a lot of the Latin ingredients, in this case, white beans, it's something, that obviously in the areas of Peru, they eat a lot of white beans. So right now we're using a paja scallop. And what a better idea, to finish it with a little bit of mojo sauce, that it also comes from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, Peru, you have a little bit of Baja California on there. Grab your fork with me, we're going in. Here we go, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Here we go, the scallops. The scallops have a great texture on the outside, nice and tender on the inside. The white beans on the bottom, what a great flavor to round everything out. And the texture you get off the asparagus also adds a nice crunch to the dish. You knock it out of the park with that. That's a good dish. I love that a lot. That's awesome. Right here is a ceviche sampler. Talk to me about each one.
We're gonna start with the one over here, it's our tuna chifa. Chifa, it's basically coming from Peru.
This one in the middle, what ceviche do you have here?
Well, that represents Central America, and that has, crunchy jicama, green mango, and then, we put some passion fruit in there, for the aroma, and the fish that we're using is red snapper, that we cure for 45 minutes. So that's basically what it is.
And last but not least on
the
the
last
side here.
one, it's a very classic Acapulco style ceviche from Mexico.
This is the Peruvian style, a little bit of Asian influence as well. I love the way you describe this one. This looks great.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Cheers.
Oh, wow. You have 3 different options if you get the sampler dish. I mean, everything has such a unique flavor profile from different regions of Latin America. But I gotta say, the Peruvian flavors mixed with a little bit of that Asian influence, top notch. The saltiness you're getting from a little bit of that soy sauce. I mean, but the toasted, the little bit of seeds that you have on top as well. I mean, it's just a really nice bite. But it does gonna have that little bit of an Asian flair to it. I love that bite. This is also a crazy dish that you have on the menu, nachos, but this isn't your regular nachos.
And what we did, we said, okay, let's put a nice dish of nachos, but instead, we're using all kinds of vegetables, mushrooms, corn, and again, the sauce is in a smoked Gouda cheese sauce. So please.
Wow. Now, I don't always use my fork and knife for nachos, but this looks pretty fancy, so I'll do it. I won't use my fingers on it. Cheers.
Cheers.
These nachos are not your average nachos. All the flavor that's packed inside of this dish is just out of control. And the fact that there's no meat on this thing, it just blows my mind. Lots of great textures though from the black beans and the mushrooms. So you're getting those textures that you want from a good protein. You also have the different sauce combinations on there. So it has the saltiness, has a little bit of heat to it, and great crunch coming from the blue corn tortillas and the yellow corn tortillas. That is a really nice bite. You can't even tell that there's anything vegetarian about this or that it's modified to suit anything other than just everybody's palate. This is for everyone. Super delicious. I love the textures. One of the dessert items that you can get on the menu out here is churros, and they also have a dessert sampler that comes out with some cake. But this is one of them right here, and they stuff the inside to get this with dulce de leche. I'm gonna take a bite. Here we go. Great crunch on the outside. Plenty of sugar on the outside as well. The dulce de leche, though, it's a nice creaminess that you want. Adds a little bit of saltiness too. I mean, it's just a great bite. Nice and tender on the inside of this. When you want a classic churro, this is what you need to get. I mean, ceviche, scallops, pork, and you can even get nachos. And these nachos are vegetarian, so it's a really cool option as well. Cocktails behind the bar. Chef, cheers to you. Thank you so much for having us out here. Fuego Latino, this is where you want to come to here in Georgetown. I mean, I'm blown away, man. I'm gonna finish all these nachos though.
Well, please,
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to make more for your kids.
No, well appreciated, no problem. He always has it. Thank you.
And next on the show, we're drinking Shiner beer at a San Antonio wing and pizza joint.
What pairs well with the sea salt and lime Shiner beer?
Well, the sea salt and lime, it's got a lot of acidity in it, the saltiness, and it goes well with a lot of our spicy wings. So really any of the spicy flavors.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in San Antonio, Texas, on a mission to find the best food pairings with Shiner Bock beer. And that's why we're out here today at Anchor Bar of 1604. Let's go inside. Joining me now is the owner out here at Anchor Bar, Joe Snyder. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming out.
Right in front of us, we have the wings, we have pizza, and a burger. That's not an average burger. This thing's over the top. But we have 3 different Shiner beers that you have paired perfectly with all your items out here as well. So tell me, what pairs well with the sea salt and lime Shiner beer?
Well, the sea salt and lime, it's got a lot of acidity in it, the saltiness, and it goes well with a lot of our spicy wings. So really any of the spicy flavors. We have a mango habanero up here. We have a spicy garlic parmesan, and then our original hot right here.
Yeah.
And then we have some lemon pepper to go with that saltiness as well.
Lemon pepper. That's the one I'm thinking, like lemon pepper, sea salt, and lime. That's kind of like the ultimate pairing. In our mugs right here, we have the traditional. This is the original Shiner Bock. Cheers to you, sir. But I tell you what, the sea salt and lime, it has that great lime flavor that you want. But you mix it up. I'm gonna try some of this. You can hop on here, get one of these with me.
Oh, I'm in.
I mean, lemon pepper. Come on.
Oh, man.
I know you're a flats. I'm a drum.
Always, always.
I'm gonna dip it, give it a little.
We'll try not to fight about it.
Yeah. Not today. Not today. Cheers. Home of the original buffalo wing.
Yep, sir.
This is where you can come to get really nice wings. Which beer would you pair well with this one?
This is definitely going to be your cheat day meal right here, all right? So
Yeah.
we're going to, with this heavy burger, we're going to go with our Shiner Light right here. It's a nice light, crisp beer that goes with it. Pairs very well with that, and then the potato wedges. So.
You said that the light beer pairs well because of the light crispness from that.
That's
and the
right.
heavy product. That's just a really nice pairing. What about the original Shiner Bock? What goes well with that one?
Well, this one's a classic right here. It's a little heavier beer. Everybody loves their Shiner, and pizza is absolutely the way to go with this.
Yes.
So, right here we have our Buffalo Original Pizza with a little bit sweeter sauce, and you can see the cup and char pepperonis on there, which Buffalo is famous for.
There's your slice.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, traditional as it comes. And, you know, when you think of Anchor Bar, people always think of the wings. I'm telling you guys, change your life. Come try the pizza. This is
Then you can come twice a week
yeah,
instead.
cheers to you.
Cheers. Yes, sir.
And this goes well with the Shiner Bock, but here's the bite. Here's, you guys, Anchor Bar, 2 locations in San Antonio. Stay on the radar. Lots of things coming up as well in the future. The wings, the pizza, the burgers, the Shiner. This is a spot to come to, especially with football season coming up. This is definitely a spot to stop in SA. Man, and you can get it all to go too. Cheers to you.
Yes, sir. Cheers.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get a map and more information on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, TexasEatsTV.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock at night right here on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas Eats.